The New Spain is rather like being the premier novelist of Milton Keynes. What Have I Done to Deserve This is actually a pretty good Almodóvar film. More slick than some of his other movies with less plot, it is the everyday story of a dysfunctional family living among the horrible tower blocks of contemporary Madrid. It's the first Almodóvar I've seen that doesn't open with a scene involving a movie being dubbed. But the characters, as always, are writers and media people, prostitutes and junkie kids, burned-out housewives, and funereally clad grandmothers. The problem with Spanish cinema is that it didn't really exist until comparatively recently. During the years of the Franco dictatorship, the only films that got made were frivolous comedies. Now that democracy has returned to the Iberian Peninsula, the best they can come up with appears to be frivolous comedies, which is okay, but for a culture that produced Luis Buñuel, Picasso, Goya, Dali, one wonders, where's the rest of it? In a sense, Almodóvar's funny, lightweight cinema is the New Spain. Not so cheap, but excessively cheerful. A petri dish for garish advertising experiments to promote the sale of widescreen televisions and little cars and vans. It's the equation of democracy with consumerism, the replacement of one form of oppression with another one. And, just as in the former fascist paradise, the people in charge and the established systems of control remain the same. Speaking of systems of control, note well the accent of the protagonists. Being Madrienos, they speak the official Spanish with the lisped S, or th. You may be forgiven for thinking that everybody in Spain speaks this way. Well, they don't. The lisped th is no more ubiquitous in Spain than what used to be called BBC English is in Britain. People in Huelva don't lisp, nor do they lisp in Oviedo or in Gijón. And the Spanish accent that was exported to the New World contains a hard S, not a soft one. Woe betide you if you don't lisp, though. Rather like BBC English, the Madrid th is used to enforce a certain urban norm across the nation. It indicates a certain classy status, a certain societal correctness. You're no more likely to hear the hard S in the Spanish media than you are to hear a Geordie or a Scouser reading the 9 o'clock news. All of which is naturally divisive and detrimental to the culture. The Spanish don't go to see Mexican films, for instance, because they sound funny. It would be an injustice to Almodóvar to suggest that he isn't aware of this. He's actually quite an acute social commentator. And if you watch closely, you'll spot a photo of the great Mexican film director, Emilio Fernández. There to remind us of the immense richness of the unofficial Spanish-speaking culture. Or maybe just there because Almodóvar likes Fernández films. It's an odd notion, the sophisticated Madrileño socialite paying homage to the Mexican indio macho, but not as strange as it might appear. Although Fernández was famous as a pistol-packing man of action, his films, like Almodóvar's, feature strong female protagonists and delight in subverting expectations. If you get the chance, try and see some of Indio Fernández films like La Perla or Enamorada, or Rio Escondido, featuring the Mexican actress Maria Felix, Fernández, heroine of choice, just as Carmen Maura was for Almodóvar in his first films. For the discerning enthusiast, we proffer the new Moviedrome guide. You can find out how to order your copy at the end of tonight's film.